So last week was a very eventful week. I said I had to get some stuff around the house done, so that's pretty much what I did. Like I've been putting this stuff off forever.
Did you just break yourself?
I don't know, it just really hurts. It was a good bit of time. And the thing is, it really had to get done. For this Memory Monday, I'm gonna take you guys along for the journey of what was last week, so you can live it with me. I'm gonna bring you along for the journey. Right off the bat, my wife knew that I was gonna need to stay focused because there was just so much that had to get done. So to start off the week, I kind of got whacked in the face with the biggest honey-do list I've ever seen. My brain was overloaded. So to get things started was our smelly dogs. They needed a wash. You're pretty. You just stay warm. Otto, it's time for your bath. You coming? I'm gonna go in the bathroom, Otto. Yep, it's bath time. Have to go in there. You're gonna smell so good when I'm done with you. You're gonna smell like antibacterial Dawn dish soap. Apple blossom scent. Yeah, you'll smell delicious. One thing though about Otto is that he has a tendency of licking himself after his bath.
No, don't lick yourself.
It's really annoying because you work really hard to clean him.
No, don't do it.
And I don't think he appreciates it as much as he should.
You're a pain in my brain. I don't like you. I don't like you a lot.
So I marked that off the list. I did some vacuuming. Litter boxes, they're always fun. I just finished scooping the litter boxes. She's already ready to destroy it. I tried to limit as many distractions as possible. There were a few times I got distracted that wasn't so productive.
Hi, do you watch Bofo Bart? You might want to start doing it because it's really cool.
And then there were others.
Today's National Chocolate Cake Day. 6 in the morning here.
I'm gonna surprise my wife with a chocolate cake because I think she'd like that. I feel like a nut doing there. The trip didn't really go as planned. Okay, so I got the cake. Let's just say I had a little mishap.
I ended up spilling a whole bunch of muffins all over the floor. You see, I try to do this thing that when I go grocery shopping, I can only buy what I can carry. That way I don't buy too much. The whole theory is that then you don't overdo it on your grocery trips. However, this time I really was taking it to the limit. Grabbed some muffins on the way out. Since the muffins were on the top, they ended up falling and the muffins went all over the floor. The associates weren't too happy with me and I'm sorry. Luckily I was wearing a mask and I don't think that they'll ever be able to recognize me again. So that's one good thing about wearing a mask. Besides protection, if you do something stupid, they won't be able to tell it's you next time you go in there. Oh, I was wearing my Bofo hat. I'm an idiot.
One thing that I learned about having a pregnant wife is that little gestures really do go a long way.
Surprise, it's happy chocolate.
Oh, what's wrong? So you like the chocolate cake? I spilled a whole packet of muffins, a giant. It's pretty embarrassing. Now after all the inside honey-do list items were complete, it was time to start the main item on the list. And that project was my Jeep. So just a quick reference on this Jeep. I haven't ran it for over a year. It's been in the garage, just kind of sitting there. And it needs to be run. It just wants to run. I know it does. Jeeps love to run or crawl. I guess they don't really run. And the thing is, I've just been putting it off, thinking, I'll find time. Well, I made time this week. I had like around a 4-day stretch and I was determined to get it done. See, it was due for an inspection. So with an inspection means that you have to go over quite a few things, especially when it's an older vehicle. Now, some of the stuff that I was going over really wasn't an inspection need. It was more for comfort. And also just because I'm just picky like that. The first 2 days were replacing old fuel lines. The other ones leaked right when I started pumping it with gas. I thought it was a pretty big safety concern. Nip that one out. Just took me 2 days because I did it by myself. It was a struggle. Sorry for the lack of videos. You have this security camera footage though. Very informative. At the end of day number 2, it came time to turn the key. Please crank without issues. Please crank without issues. Yes! Woo! I was pretty amped.
That's right. It's alive. Now I gotta just put this stuff together.
Now moving on to day 3, things got a little bit more complex.
So yeah, I had no intention of doing this today, but after starting to take the dash off my Jeep, I figured, you know what, I might as well bring you along for it. It is currently around 25 degrees outside with a wind chill making it 11. I have a heater right here. Right there. Got a heater right there, and I got a propane heater right there. Not really sure how safe it is.
You see, the Jeep's dash had to come off due to a defrost issue. I need a defrost. I mean, it's winter. I don't want to fog up and not be able to see where I was going. That windshield's small as it is. So I had to take the dash off to access some of the stuff under there.
As you can see right now, I'm in the process of taking the dash out, and it's a real pain. Got it.
Day 4, I continued to work on some stuff.
So I'm out here in the back of my Jeep, buttoning things up. See, dash is in. I don't have seats in it right now. I'm trying to find a torque that's somewhere. I'm not very good at keeping track of my tools when I'm working on stuff, and I usually spend half of my time looking for whatever I lost.
I really did think it would be downhill from there. Before I knew it, it was midnight.
But this is what I call Jeep yoga. Bending in certain areas that are really hard to fit into. And you just bend in ways that you usually don't do. With me being 6'3", usually that's a challenge.
By the time 1 a.m. hit, I was in full how-to mode.
Now when removing these bolts, you want to make sure you don't put all your muscle in it. Me not being that muscular, I don't have to worry about it. I just give it all I got. But if you're muscular, yeah, you don't want to put too much into it. So if you do that, you might snap your bolt off. Oh, geez. Also, some WD-40 can do wonders. Feel that burn? Felt that one in my neck. Yes. And then you just take your handy-dandy ratchet, just all the way over here, get that Jeep yoga in. Just swap out this guy, put this guy on, then you really work it hard. And that'll be out in around a half an hour.
And then at the 1:30 mark, it became harder to speak.
Now this right here is Aluminium anti-seize lubricant. Now before you put any bolts back into your car, if you have an older car, heck, if you have a newer car, and you don't need them to stay locked in a certain area, you can use this scoopy looking stuff, put it on the nut. You want to go towards the tip of the nut. That way it spreads out through all the threads, and then it's not going to come bubbling up here at the head. Now we're just going to put it right here in this, right there. And you see how it's not coming out along the edges there? That's what you're trying to do. Yeah, just like that. Look at it. Look at it. Nothing around the edges there. That's what you're going for.
And also find stuff.
Where's that torque wrench?
Good news, I found the torque wrench. I gotta figure out what I was gonna use it for.
I gotta get these little buggers out. So I'm putting in this right here. Where is it? Is it in this box? Okay, a piece of it's in the box. I gotta find the rest of it. It's in this garage here somewhere.
But you know, of course, there was a slight hiccup.
So I just noticed here that my steering column isn't necessarily straight. It just seems like everything needs to shift over.
You see, the dash had to come out again. Things were off center. In order to do that, a lot of things that I've done had to become undone.
There's really no easy way to do it. Pretty much just get underneath here, lift up. There's so many things going on at the same time here. It's nuts. Okay, there you go. And there's nothing to it. All right, cool. I found the culprit. It's this guy right here. He was basically pushing the whole thing over, not letting anybody go to the party. Couple turns right here, and everyone's gonna be able to go to the party. Thanks, Smitty built locker glove box that I only have one key, and I'm gonna probably have to get rid of the lock because I don't want to get locked out of my glove box. That should do it.
Now, with it being so late, I had to make a decision.
So it's like 3:30 in the morning right now. I've decided I'm not gonna go to bed tonight. I'm really cooking. I got the dash in. You can kind of see that now. It's all even. You see how it's even? Good on fluids. And then I guess the wife will wake up and then we'll start our trek. That's the follow vehicle. I'm gonna have to gear both vehicles up with GoPros and all that. So yeah, I got a busy morning ahead of me. Not really sure when I'm gonna sleep.
All that was left now was the bed rug.
It's gonna probably go like, I don't know how that's gonna go actually. Yeah. Wait, I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out.
The directions weren't really the best.
No, but really the bedrug, these directions are really lousy and non-descriptive. See, either I'm really tired or this doesn't make any sense, but I'll figure it out. Extreme exhaustion is starting to set in. Ready to see what this carpet looks like? Get ready for this. But blam!
Look at that.
It actually turned out really nice.
So the plan was to leave Sunday morning by 9 o'clock. There was some snow coming, and we didn't want to get stuck in the middle of a blizzard trying to drop off this Jeep for inspection. And here it is, 8:30 in the morning, and she down. I went over everything. My 1989 YJ. That's a Jeep for all you people out there who don't know what they are. Everything's wired up, ready to go and get inspected. I'm such a proud parent right now. Let's go see what it looks like outside. And it snowed. What did I just hit? Okay, I gotta clean that up then. The first Jeep snow. By the time 8:30 ran around, that meant it was serious crush time. Had to get changed, had to get the camera gear ready. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of pieces to the puzzle. But before you knew it, we were off and trucking. My mind might not have been, but we were definitely off and trucking. Funny thing though, after doing all this, I kind of forgot to charge the GoPros. So yeah, there's gonna be a lack of footage there on the GoPro front. And the one GoPro that actually did have battery, Courtney thought she pressed the record button, but she really just turned on the camera. I'm gonna have to teach her how to use it. That's my bad. But at the end of the day, we made it safe to the garage. I even had time to get out and take a few shots, give the Jeep her first winter photo shoot. I know it's only 3 photos, but it was kind of cold out. But overall, the Jeep handled like a dream. Too bad that dream is still not inspected and it needs some more stuff done to it. Oh yeah, and that box that you saw in the beginning, that happened this week, but I'm gonna save that for What's in the Box Wednesday, because it just happened to be in a box. Oh yeah. Now, shooting for 100 by the end of last week, and I missed it by just 3. But still though, for each of you that subscribed, thank you. I really do appreciate it. And that reminds me, my mom wanted me to explain to people that subscribing is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe on YouTube. She had some friends that were kind of confused with it and they didn't want to have to pay for a subscription. I totally understand that. But don't worry, as long as you have an email, you can subscribe. You're good, it's free. It's free. Well, that's it for today. Sorry about the delay. I'll see you tomorrow for What's in the Box Wednesday. Did that all rhyme? That all rhymed! That's awesome!